The Morgan County DA says a judge violated the Victim Rights Act earlier this month, and now the family impacted says they plan to file a formal complaint. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Phil Lipoff. Sandy and Floyd O'Dowd were hit and killed in a head-on crash in September of 2024. The teen, then 18 years old, the driver in that case, pleaded guilty to a number of charges and was sentenced late last month. 9 News reporter Jaleesa Irizarry joins us now. And Jaleesa, the family was already unhappy with the punishment handed down, and then this.
Yeah, Phil and Kim, the driver in this case was sentenced to 2 years in county jail for a number of charges, including careless driving resulting in death. A judge ordered that time to be served in 90-day increments from May through August each year until that sentence is complete. But some of those conditions later changed, and the victim's family, as well as a survivor of the crash, say they didn't know until after it was done.
More than pictures remain of Sandy and Floyd O'Dowd. Fantasia Lira on the right,
yes,
and Angel O'Dowd on the left are making sure they still have a say.
He robbed us of so much that we still wanted and needed to experience with them.
In September 2024, Sandy and Floyd were killed in a head-on crash near Wiggins. Angel was also in the car. The driver was believed to have been going roughly 95 miles an hour. That driver was initially charged with vehicular homicide but pleaded guilty to careless driving resulting in death, assault, and menacing. He was sentenced to a total of 2 years of jail time that Judge Robert James decided to give in 90-day increments from May 10th to August 8th each year until complete.
It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem fair.
Fair is what Fantasia and the rest of the family continue to question. According to the DA, a few weeks after the sentencing, Judge James granted a motion to move back the start of the jail sentence so that the defendant could finish his classes and graduate from high school. The Morgan County DA says the judge did that without giving the family or their office any opportunity to respond or to address the court.
But I think it is technically a violation of the Victims' Rights Amendment, and the judge should have let the DA and the victims weigh in before making a decision on modifying the reporting date for the jail sentence.
9 News legal analyst Scott Robinson says if the family does file a formal complaint, it will be looked into. And if it's found that the judge did violate their rights, he could be reprimanded.
To treat somebody this way after going through the lowest and hardest moments in their life is wrong and manipulative.
Angel and Fantasia say their family does plan to file that complaint to keep more than their parents' memory alive.
They were my whole world. That was my life, not just a couple who died and you file it in a piece of paperwork.
We reached out to the DA and he declined an interview until the complaint process is complete. We also reached out to the judge and their media team said per the Colorado Code of Judicial Conduct, the judge was not allowed to comment on this case. Phil?
And you know, I don't know if the family said anything like this to you, but when you look at this situation, you feel like when these things come up, they must feel like they're being victimized again.
Over and over, they kept saying that it's like ripping a Band-Aid over and over. And to mention as well, Angel was supposed to graduate this year too. And because she's been going through so much with her family, she had to push that back.
All right, Jaleesa, thanks.